At least 6 people have died and dozens others fell unconscious after inhaling a poisonous gas in the Pakistan city of Karachi. Around 136 people who were hospitalized complained of respiratory problems and a burning sensation in and around the eyes. Among those hospitalized, 114 people have been discharged after treatment. A huge cloud of smoke was also seen in the region of Kimari. While the cause of the incident is yet to be investigated, it is being suspected that the leakage occurred during offloading chemicals from a cargo ship that was anchored at the Karachi port. Emergency has been declared in South Karachi and residents have been advised to not step out of their homes. The Pakistani Navy's biological team reached the spot to investigate the cause. The Navy team has for now taken blood samples of those at hospitals to determine the cause. They have also taken samples of running water from the affected area.
4 के करीब हलाकतें हैं, 2 केमारी जो है वो जियाउद्दीन में और 2 कुतियाना में हलाकतें हुई हैं और ये कोई जहरीली गैस है जो लीक हुई है पोर्ट एरिया से, लेकिन पोर्ट अथॉरिटीज़ जो है वो मना कर रही हैं। लेकिन जब तक ये छुपाएंगे हमें पता नहीं चलेगा और ये हलाकतें बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएंगी। तकरीबन 70-80 के करीब नीम बेहोशी की हालत में है और अभी हम यहाँ पे सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो रही है। तो पोर्ट अथॉरिटीज़ से रिक्वेस्ट है कि हमें बताएं कि कौन सा केमिकल लीक हुआ है ताकि हैजर्डस मटीरियल की लिस्ट में जाके उसको चेक करके जो है वो इसकी किस तरीके से जो है वो मरीजों को ट्रीट करना है और किस तरह कितने एरियाज को जो है वो इवैक्यूएट करना, तो हमें बताएं, इसको छुपाएं नहीं, कहीं हलाकतें बहुत ज्यादा ना हो जाए।
Meanwhile, the Karachi Port Trust spokesperson has denied reports of a leakage from any of the ships docked at the port. Pakistan's Minister of Maritime has ordered an inquiry into the matter. All right, and joining us now is journalist Atif Shehzad, who's joining us live from Islamabad. So, Atif, thank you for joining us. My first question is, what is the update on the number of casualties and what do we know so far from Karachi on the ground?
Yes, thank you very much. Up till now, according to reports, more than 6 people have been killed and more than hundreds have been affected and they are injured. But 3 people are in critical condition. So there are suspects that casualties can grow. And this incident occurred due to a cargo ship that was anchored at Kimari Jetty. As you know, Karachi is a port city. But that is what police is saying, that this incident is occurred due to the poisonous gas leakage from the ship during the loading of chemicals in that ship. But Karachi Port Trust, the spokesperson of Karachi Port Trust denied these reports that any such ship was anchored at Kimari Jetty. So inquiry has been ordered. So these are the early reports, and KPT spokesperson is also saying that the people who were injured or who died, they actually took from the roads near a shrine near the port. So and no employee of Karachi Port Trust has been killed or injured. So, but the situation is getting worse as many more people are being taken to hospitals and people are having respiratory problems.
What about the situation in the region where this gas leak occurred? Has it been contained and have medical authorities responded with the urgency that was needed?
Yes, emergency was declared in nearby hospitals. There is a hospital, Ziauddin Hospital, near Kimari port. So people were taken there, and police and other emergency teams are still at the spot, and that is cordoned off. And according to Pakistan Navy team has also arrived on the team, and they are also taking all the witnesses, and they are also taking care of people who are being affected, and to further flow, they are trying to stop further spreading of these poisonous gas, because most of the people who are coming to hospitals, they are having respiratory problems, and 3 more people are in critical conditions in hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. And what about the government authorities? Has anyone claimed responsibility or given us clarity on the nature of this mysterious gas leak?
Though these are earlier reports, and even police is not declaring it as a verdict. They are saying that these are the earlier reports. They suspect that these gas leakages occurred from the cargo ship anchored. But the inquiry has been ordered by Chief Minister Sindh Murad Ali Shah as well, and Pakistan Navy team is also investigating. So it will take at least 24 to 48 hours to come to some conclusive thing.
Right, Atif, thank you for those insights and thank you for joining us. Now, a Karachi-bound vessel was intercepted by Indian authorities at the Kandla port on February 3rd. To this day, the ship continues to be docked at the port, and the reason is a suspicious cargo that was wrongly declared in the manifest. This cargo, in fact, has military purposes and is even used in the launch process of a ballistic missile. The ship bears a Hong Kong flag and started its voyage from the port of Yangon in eastern China on January 17th. The vessel was bound for Port Qasim in Karachi, but made a brief stop at the Kandla port on February 3rd. And when the authorities conducted a detailed inspection, they discovered what it was called an autoclave. An autoclave is essentially a pressure chamber, and it has multiple purposes, both civilian and military. From marinetraffic.com, we have found that the vessel is named Da Kalyun. It was manufactured in 2011 at the port of Hong Kong. The DRDO has been looped in to inspect the entire vessel. A team of the DRDO will conduct a search operation today to examine the autoclave and determine whether the cargo is in fact intended for military purposes. If the findings are upheld, the authorities can seize the cargo. All right, joining us now is Siddhant Simbal on the phone line. Siddhant, tell us a little bit more about the situation and what do we know so far?
Well, as we have already explained to our viewers, DRDO will be examining the ship today and finally deciding it did have anything which, of course, goes against the international norms. But talking about the development, this, of course, is a development which raises concerns regarding any transport or any use of dual weapon technology by Pakistan or transported to other countries. We know a lot has been talked about North Korea, China and Pakistan nexus on the export of nuclear weapons. This is something that has been raised by New Delhi several times at global platforms. Today, of course, what has happened about the ship, this is something which is an ongoing process right now. Only when there will be some conclusive facts on the ground, New Delhi is expected to raise it at the international levels also.
Siddhant, throw some light on the international security concerns that this ship being docked here throws for the world at large.
Well, when it comes to these kind of development, this is something that India has raised through its friends. It has raised at NSC as well. The development coming at a time when Pakistan is also very keen to be part of the nuclear suppliers group. We know the Turkish president was recently in Pakistan, and in the joint statement, the Turkish president had lauded the Pakistani role when it comes to nuclear technology and said that Pakistan should be part of this NSG. But these kinds of development is something that will raise concerns, and this is not that New Delhi has raised concerns regarding Pakistan nuclear proliferation history. It is also the Western countries who have raised it publicly. It was the British authorities and the US authorities who have raised it. In fact, just last year we know that Pakistan had taken some Pakistani origin people in custody for supply of nuclear technology. So this is something that's bound to raise concerns, bound to raise eyebrows across the global capitals. And only when the findings will be released, we will get to know finally what did the ship was carrying, and something was it carrying something that goes against the basic international export norms.
Dhan, thank you for those insights. Now, moving on to our next story.